Alright, guys. iCCup fits back here. Second rerun through this awesome final. If I could actually just press the scene change and let's go. This map will be Jade spawning in the top left-hand corner as one of our finalists. It will be LuckR here at the 11 o'clock position as the Zerg, and then the bottom right-hand corner, it will be the orange Terran Light. And yeah, we'll be cross-positioned to start things off on Jade, so awesome. And really, this map, what you kind of just want to know about it is that it is cross-positioned. Well, not rather that, but okay, I thought I turned off this music. You have the reverse ramp. You have the reverse ramp, which can cause headaches for Terran if they don't know how to deal with it. You can see like siege expand builds on this map. It's not as common. And there's also another way to remedy that is by simply just expanding on the high ground as well. By just start walling off like that way, putting your depots and putting your barracks up that way. You are susceptible to, if we did see like a 9 pool or something like that with speed, you are going to be a little bit susceptible to that. So yeah, just be a little weary of that. And the Overlord has come out. You know, I wish I knew why my frame rate of Brood War was absolutely trash right now, and I think I know why. GIMP, get out of here. Other stuff, get out of here. MS Paint, get out of here. I don't need like 8,000 files open for you. Or maybe it's just, maybe I shouldn't even run all this. You know why? It's because I'm double recording for XSplit. No, let's just stream. Screw that. There we go. Now the frame rate will be much better. The local recording was just going to be too much for the game. Okay, I see. MBD. And we do have the hatchery going up right now as well. Terran will be seeing that. And because I'm such an idiot, I've been paying attention too well. What do we have for build orders? Yeah. So it was just an hatch did go down, so it was a 12 hatch, followed by an 11 pool. And Terran is just doing stuff pretty standard. I'm a little worried for him just because it's like it's not a wall off, but again, this is AB rank, so I'm sure that they know what the hell they're doing, and I'm in no way to tell them what they should and should not be doing. And this Marine will reflect that drone, which is important to say. While it doesn't show that he has definitely he's not going for an 11-11 by any means, but it does show that he won't know if he is going to go for more of a one base push. He may be hiding a couple Marines inside his base. He doesn't know he has gas or stuff like that. So really, Zerg is playing in the dark. He can assume that it was an expand through the information that he's seen, but if a smart player would just does want to show what they have down, to show what their opponent wants to see, then they could be doing a whole bunch of other stuff, kind of like the nature of canceling off expansions when an opponent sees them and stuff like that. And we do have the third hatch being thrown down at this time. So what does that mean, really? Well, it's probably going to be a 3-hatch meta. It could be 3-hatch lurker, a little bit less of a common build. On this map, though, lurkers could be just as effective because of the ramp right here. If we were to have mainly a bio army, which it doesn't look like it will be, as we already have the gas fairly early on, which it means that we could just start seeing a mech transition. But if we didn't have, if we were just going pure bio, for example, like a 3-hatch lurker push, if they can get up to this ramp, it just makes it absolutely terrible to break through for Terran. And if there's enough lings, sometimes they can just kill off the siege tanks way too fast. So that can be an issue for them, at least, to say the least, at least. And a couple of Marines are pushing out right here to try to kill off these lings. Will be pushed back for the time being. Looking back inside the base, factory should be going down. He is very high on the gas. Yep. No, academy. Okay, so no. No, I'm mistaken. It wasn't actually mech. So he will be going bio. He just he wanted to go for a really early +1. I see. All right. Okay, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that in a while. Generally, actually, I don't even know why. I feel like this. Well, he's gonna go for like a 2-base timing push. I would assume if he's gonna wait for the +1 and just push out that way. And again, so if we were to see lurkers, which we will see 3-hatch lurker. This will not be a terrible map to do it on. And with that, bio versus lurker. I mean, this is. You need to have really precise control to deal with this as Terran. And just with that reverse ramp does make it ever so annoying. Interestingly enough, we do have the Spire as well. If we were to have, let's say, this could be a 6 barrack with a starport timing. That could definitely be what we could see with a vessel, and that's probably the reason why you'd get the Spire. If maybe LuckR thinks that there will be vessels coming in with this push. I don't know if it's standard per se to get that. This is like my first actual cast in like 2 or 3 months, so bear with me. My knowledge of TVZ has gone down the drain ever so slightly, so don't make fun of me, please. Oh, XSplit, get back on there, please. I just want to know if I'm dropping frames. And maybe a decent size put here, 9 Marines, 3 medics right here, where those Lings could try to get us around right here, but with stim, if it is done, and I can't, unfortunately, I cannot check. Yeah, oh, that will confirm that he has stim right there. And quickly be healed up by the medics right now. And this is only a handful of Lings, 11 Lings right now. It's not going to be able to do too much, just kind of poking in here. This will kind of stall the time, as you can see that he's already starting to get up his sunks ready. And no, these are actually going to be Mutalisks, getting rid of the fact for the Hydra. So he's going to actually going into the Mutalist right now. An interesting choice, considering that these Marines are going to be stimming across the map right here. Medics are behind. But, and at the same time, we do have a 3rd hatch being thrown down here as well. So this is actually going to be interesting. These Marines are not going to really stand a chance to, I don't know, 9 Mutalisks, 8 Mutalisks, excuse me. And they're going to have to reflect back. And what this Mutalist does allow him to do is that he can, if he chooses to, he could always just try to start harassing him and force the Terran back. And unfortunately, Terran has a ton of Marines back at home, and he will have to deal with this. As this push, the Mutalisks have kind of stalled, if you wouldn't call it that. I mean, he could have gone lurker if he wanted to, I guess. He may have forgotten it too, but this is a very strong bio push right now coming out here. Here comes the factory down here. I wouldn't assume a factory transition this early on. Probably going to be going for the standard vessel to follow this up with, and more Lings are being produced right now, I want to say. This actually interests me. Hold on. Actually, I'm not even sure if this gets too overwhelming. Okay, well, this is kind of massive, but yeah, he just got he did lurker aspect, yeah, about 2 minutes ago. So okay, yeah, interesting. I don't know why you would have gone that. Nice Mutalist control right here. That is 11 Mutalist right there. So just combo them. Nice Muta micro coming here, and he's going to have a good amount of the Marines right here. Oh, gonna be running into a couple more of them. That was a mistake. And if you look at the health bars, these Mutants are starting to get really, really weak and might be able to clean this up right here. But if this other pack of Marines gets down there, they do a decent amount of damage onto this. And Mules are gonna be going southbound onto this base right here. A couple turrets. This should probably be enough turrets if you can get the repair off and maybe get a couple Marines in position. But as you can tell, that they're all his buildings are rallied out to his natural right now. And because then that's just going to be going into a phase full of Marines right now. Kind of prodding right here in very dangerous territory. Doesn't want to overcommit himself, and he will lose a Mutalist on the retreat right here. That Mutalist ball was 11 to begin with, now down to 5. And Lurkers are here to play a little bit more defensive here, but that is a good amount of Marines if he can get a proper splitting on it. No, it doesn't even matter. He's just going to go for the hatchery right away. Lurkers are going to try to advance themselves right here. We'll force another stim right now. We'll get the scan, and this last Lurker will die, and these Beetles may die as well. Lings are going to try to help reinforce right here. These Marines are doing so much damage. Beetles are continuing to die. And Hive Tech has just started. Pretty fast Hive Tech. Alright then. Good for him. And now he's just starting to get the siege tech going right here. I love this little tool of mine. Alright. And I think the first vessel started as well. Yeah, okay. So vessel production starting to go up and siege production starting to go up here while still off of 5 racks. Oh wait, we have an engagement here. A lot of Lings and Lurkers coming down here, seeing what he can do. Forcing Light back into his natural choke point right here. While I'm assuming he's going to try to reclaim his third once he gets enough siege tanks to defend this area. While he is being Lurker contained, that won't happen for too long. As for Hive Tech's not entirely done yet, and he has to throw down the Defiler pit, so. And yeah, he will actually just push right into this and clean up 3 Lurkers so far. Lings are just gonna die trying to going into this, and doesn't even need Dark Swarm. So this is probably the time where he'll throw down a command center in base and fly it over, or he'll just throw it down at the 3 o'clock position over here and probably take his third. Alright. Diggity doo dog diggity. More Lurkers are being morphed right now, and the Defiler pit should be thrown down somewhere. But Zerg is really not feeling too confident at this point. Ooh, and losing a lot of his Needles right here, and he's just pushing across, making a Knight's Canal. But I'm a little worried for him. If he doesn't get up Defilers, like, now... Oh, no. Yeah, that's not finishing. That's not going to finish in time for this push. Yet alone Consume and for Dark Swarm. So, this might be a very, very strong push that could potentially end the game right here. But a lot of these Marines are very, very weak. I believe he double stim there. That might have been a mistake. As the medics will take some time to heal them, of course. And there's a handful of Lurkers right here. So actually, if he can try to stall. And yeah, with these siege tanks, I can't see Marines pushing in here. It doesn't matter if you have box micro or not. It's just not going to work. This might be a mistake. Pushing out. And he's just started Consume on the way as well. Maybe he's going to try taking out the base right here, but he's just going to go for it anyway with the Lurkers. A lot of Lurkers are dying right here. All just to kill off 2 tanks and a handful of Marines right here. I'm not really sure if it's worth it. And he will push him off, but... what would have been an extra 30 seconds and just wait for a Defiler and consume a couple Lings might have been a little bit more effective, I guess, if you would want to, or cost effective. Zerg is okay. There we go. Now we're getting a third. Oh, there's a drop happening in the main base right now, killing a handful of drones right here. Something that I've always was never good at in casting, detecting drops. But, yeah, so these Marines will get cleaned up, but, I mean, not before his whole mineral line is, before Light's whole, sorry, LuckR's whole mineral line was cleared off. Still no third base, and, oh, actually, here we go. Throwing down the command center in base right now. And we'll see if we do get the Ultra. I'm a little just worried for Zerg in the late game. No, well, not only the fact that he's lost his whole main base mineral line, is that he's not going to have like like looking at the bank of Zerg right now, it's like not great. And you would want, you know, an Ultra transition eventually, speaking, but I don't see it happening. And Zerg's just not really in the best position. But then again, I guess it has been a fairly low econ game from the start. And now, not only are we just starting to see the transition, starting with Vultures and probably starting to get into more tanks as the game progresses once he gets that third gas going. He has to throw down his Ultra Cavern somewhere. But again, I just don't see him having the corresponding big. I mean, he can make one ultra like right now. Like that's all he can make. Which is kind of unfortunate. But continuing on here, Light's just going to be trying to push this down. This location. Okay, now there is a Defiler. I didn't quite see it right here. He does have enough for 2D swarms, and of course you can just continue to consume. I want to be a little careful though, because there are science vessels which can easily just start irradiating the lurkers. If Terran plays this out correctly, he can take down this location. There's just too many vessels. Oh, but he does get a nice plague off onto the medics too, which will drain their energy significantly, and on the vessels, which are important too, because if he gets Hydra, just one shots on the Hydralisks onto those, they're done. And the important factor into that is that these, have a decent amount of energy on them, enough for 1 or 2 irradiates. So with those almost killed off, he's gonna have to either A, repair them, or 2, he just has to be extremely careful. And as you can see, these guys actually had like almost full energy last time I clicked on them, and now they're down to 60 energy. That's kind of a side effect, plaguing rather, by army. We do have another base being established down here. Terran has taken this base right now. We'll be trying to put down barracks, I assume, to give off a nice wall. Excuse me, Scourge trying to connect onto the vessels as they look dead with a little health barge over them. The Ultra Cavern's done. He is getting the upgrade. And he's getting double Evo chambers. Is there a completely unupgraded this entire game? I feel like he has. Yeah, this is the first Evo chambers he's thrown down this entire game. Which might exemplify why Zerg's probably not doing his best. As there's, I don't know, it's all like 75% of the map geared towards orange right now. But, whatever, deswarming going down right there. Now, I wonder if we do this. Now, I believe the game crashed last time, so if this game crashes again, I'm going to be really mad. But look at it. Look at the lines. They're so pretty. It just shows where the game is registering moves and stuff. I know, it just kind of seemed cool. If it's really actually worth it. Oh wait, he's gonna be pushing in here. No, he's just moving stuff back. Oh yes. Alright. Here. Oh wait, Terran is gonna doing his little vulture patrol right here. He's gathering a first strong. Oh yeah, he's gathering that's a lot of mech. That's a lot of mines too. Alright, so I mean, he has 19 Marines in that, three vessels, like at least 8 vultures in that, and then he has, I don't know, like 4 tanks and like 4 Goliaths. Like this is a massively powerful army. He got the plague off of. Oh, he plagued his own buildings, which is unfortunate because that would have helped him in his battle. Oh, but he's going in here. He wants to do what he can do. Or having fun against eBay, but we'll get eventually exploded by the, what is it called? The Arcalite Shock Cannon. And these vessels are going to come in for the irradiating frenzy because they like doing that. Back in here? Nope. Terran's just taking the whole map at this point. And I don't understand why Zerg is really kind of just shitting around doing nothing, but this is the point where I would say GG. Oh, but look at this. We have the massive drop coming in here. Seeing what he can do. Trying to clear up the tank right here. Getting the Dark Storms off with the ultras being produced right here. Looks like he will be able to clean this up. And is there going to be enough to kind of go for a counter push? Yeah, no. Doesn't look like it. He may just go for a doom drop into the main base or this base. He's really like contained, and it's unfortunate, but where you'd hope where you could do a drop, I mean, there's already units in position to kill off the overlords as they come by. I mean, you'll just watch us coming in here. But does he already know it? He's just gonna stim and try to kill him off before they can even drop anything. And what's even furthermore is that there's ultras in these. Overlords are pretty tanky. Only gets off a Defiler, and he's gonna get one ultra in the main base. And he's just gonna one ultra can do some damage, I guess. I mean, he does have 3-1. Gonna kill off a turret. Totally worth foddering, like, I don't know, 1,000 minerals worth of units probably for that whole engagement, but alright, whatever. Oh, that mine could do a lot of damage. Oh! Ow. And the ultra. Maybe not the best positioning for Terran, but he did, you know, stalled that base for however long, and here comes the drone to take that 10 o'clock expansion. Ooh, double irradiating as well. See, this is the point in the game where Brood War can get a little difficult because you can't control all your army into like one massive ball, which would, I mean, if Terran just, you know, gathered all of its forces and just made a quote-unquote death ball, this game would have ended by now. But because Brood War has these kind of smaller scale battles, it does lend itself to be, sometimes if you win enough of these small battles, you can actually start coming back right here. Unfortunately, I just don't think LuckR is going to be in a lucky position to do that. I don't think he has enough resources to go through it. He will try to take an expansion, of course. But I mean, one of his like good saturated bases is kind of just dying. And he really only has enough bank to make like 3 ultras. I mean, that's really not going to be enough. With this amount of siege tanks +2, I'm not even sure if the ultras even have full armor. No, they don't. Well, because part of the reason is because he didn't get his upgrades going. Ow. They didn't even make it up the ramp. Damn. Here, link run by going in here. But unfortunately, just Light has positioned himself in such a good, you know, he has enough troops at every location to defend these small pushes that Zerg has, because there's really, Zerg doesn't have enough to just engage with an army. But wait, it's probably not gonna matter. That is a lot of siege tanks. D-Major thing, another one, because he's cool. There's a GG by LuckR, giving Light the 1-0 in this best of 5 so far. Final. Good game so far. And we'll be back maybe after like 2 or 3 minutes because I got to go make up a new overlay real quick. So stay tuned, guys. I'll play some music for you. Enjoy the chat or whatever. I don't really know what you want to do in the downtime, but I'll be back momentarily. Be right back, guys.